Welcome back to Same Couch.
Different playbooks.
I'm Kenny, the gay best friend,
I'm Kyle, the straight best friend.
and today we are talking all things nostalgia. Why we are obsessed with the 90s. Y'all, therapy is expensive, nostalgia is so free, and every single millennial loves it. We love nostalgia. But before we get into that, I just want to apologize to everyone. I know we have taken a week off, and that's my fault. I have been, Kyle, and you know this, but for all the listeners out there, I've been so extremely tired, like to the point where it's like pure exhaustion. And for anyone that knows me, knows that I wake up full of life, full of energy every single day. And that has not been the case. Like I can barely get through the day without wanting to close my eyes, which is weird. So I set up a doctor's appointment, got some labs taken, and I go to the doctor tomorrow actually to discuss with them in the morning what's going on, but I think it's a vitamin B12 deficiency.
I think it's herpes.
Oh my God, get out of here, please.
Oh,
That's real
and
rich coming from you because I guarantee the only person that is on this podcast that has any type of disease, it's you because a sewer rat probably bit you.
debatable.
Hmm, facts.
I think it's because you're getting old for real. Because you are old as fuck.
I am getting old, Kyle. Like
I see
Kyle,
it.
it
I
has
see it
been
in
a
your beard and your face.
I got my
You look
beard's turning gray,
horrible.
y'all. And I don't know, like, it had started about 3 weeks ago. I was real worried that it was, like, low testosterone because I think a lot of guys our age start to kinda
Oh yeah, like 32. That's when that starts to drop.
yeah,
I'm
so
doing
they
good.
start to, like, really see that, but it's not. My labs came back, my testosterone's good. I probably have higher testosterone than you because 'cause you're a little girl.
Oh no. I don't know if there's anybody on this planet that has that.
I mean, you have a lot of estrogen. That's probably why you
No,
bottom.
that is you.
No. No, but I'm really excited. I'm never excited to go to the doctor, but I am super excited to go to the doctor for them to just tell me what's wrong with me so I can just feel normal again because I am so off. It's not even funny. So guys, I apologize that we took a week off, but hopefully this is a redemption now
To be
and we're
fair,
going to
you
come
go to the
back.
doctor about anything.
I do. Why are you afraid to go to the doctor?
I'm not afraid, but you don't have to go to the doctor for everything. Like, I was a firefighter for 8 years and these people would call 911. I can say it now. I couldn't say it back then, but it was a bunch of BS. Like they would stump their toe or like just
Oh,
ridiculous stuff. Like,
they're wanting pain medication. I am
no, they're
not
not.
a
No,
pain
they
pill
didn't.
person.
No, these people are just like, they're just like that. Or like to
Oh,
check
they're
their
like
blood pressure. Like, why are you calling us
hypochondriacs.
at like 2 in the morning? Like you're not, you need to go to your regular doctor. The ER is not going to do anything for that. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that bad, Kyle. I
yeah, yeah,
mean,
you
look,
will. Yeah, you will.
no,
Or anxiety, a panic attack. You call 911 because you're having a panic attack.
okay, that's not me.
What do you want me to do for you? Coach you?
I want you
You'll
to
do
come
better.
cuddle me.
You're going to feel better. I love you.
I want you to make me feel better,
I'll give you,
daddy.
I'll give you hugs.
Thanks. I appreciate it. But anyways, that's what I've been up to. What the hell have you been doing?
Oh, so much debauchery. I
What?
love my new favorite
Do
word.
tell. Do tell.
No, I'm just kidding. Well, I've been watching The Puppy lately,
You were dog
Pretzel.
sitting again. You're dog
Yes,
sitting.
I've
That's
been
good.
watching him. I'm watching him for the month, and so, for the past week or so, I've been, waking up, taking him on walks, and cooking him breakfast, and
That gives you life, I feel
it
like.
does, it
It
does.
fulfills you.
I take him down to the Ave, which is, that long strip with restaurants and bars and live music, and me and him walk, and we do happy hour together. I get him grilled chicken. I did that on Saturday. I think I did that Saturday and Sunday. Oh, I went to a cool farmer's market. This sounds very old of me,
Sounds
but
gay. Carry on.
hmm, and you're the so what's wrong with that?
Go ahead. You're gonna
My
say
best
that's
friend
real rich coming from you, you gay
my
boy.
my best friend's gay.
No, I'm picking. I love a farmer's market.
Uh, yeah, but I
Well,
mean,
what'd you buy? Did you buy,
I
like,
bought
fresh
s
flowers or food or
oh,
anything?
no, not flowers, that would be but, I did, asparagus, steak.
Oh, that
The
sounds
steak
good.
was huge and, ground beef. It's a
You
little
bought
I
ground
think it's
beef at the
about
market?
ground beef, yeah. It had, like they
At the
had pork
market?
chops, venison,
Was this, like, farm to table? What was this?
you would have to see it, like, this place is huge, but it looks, like, old-timey, and It's beautiful. I love it.
Well, that's cool. I love a
Yeah.
farmer's market. I like
It's so
I'll be
fresh.
honest, it's so fresh. There's nothing better than, like, waking up on a Saturday morning, having a cup of coffee, going to the farmer's market, and, just kinda, like, having a chill day, so good for you. So you're
Yeah.
watching a dog and going to a farmer's market.
I did grown-up shit this week.
You did grown-up stuff.
No strip clubs, no bars.
I
You know,
mean, what is the
I was gonna go out the other night,
I know I talked to
and
you. 'Cause you
yeah,
told
and
me,
I
you were
was
like I said, "What are you doing tonight?" Because we were going out to dinner with some friends, and he said, "I think I'm
yeah,
gonna go out." I was like, "Good for you."
yeah, and
Flash
I ended
forward.
up flash forward, I didn't. I was ironing, and then I was like, "You know what? Imma cook tacos." I cooked
Mm,
tacos and then lay down and watch TV.
and you had a self-care night. Did you do, like, a face mask or anything?
No, no,
You should.
no.
I feel like you need a collagen mask.
No.
I feel like I
I
feel
do
like
got the
look,
collagen cream, the collagen
that I
retinol
know,
cream.
it's so nice. You need to do a mask. I feel like do that, just relax, light a candle, watch a movie, chill
Alright, we're going
out.
too far with this. Candles and I ain't making love, shit.
I mean, to yourself, you love
Oh,
yourself.
yeah, yeah, I'll get the lotion out and turn on the
I love it.
VPN.
So I've been tired and you've been doing farmers markets and dog walks.
Yeah,
We don't know
I
what's
can't
happening
explain.
to us, y'all.
Yeah, we're getting
We
old.
w we don't know what's going on here, which leads me into everything we grew up with, guys, all the nostalgia, all the things. So today we are talking about why millennials are so obsessed with the 90s. I feel like life was simple, Kyle.
It
Growing
was.
up, life was just simple then, you know?
It really was, like, God, especially in my town.
Yeah.
It was so small.
It was so small. I mean, I grew up in Mobile. It wasn't that small, but I had that small town feel with my friends and my family and everything. But I think we all like I don't are you nostalgic? Are you like a nostalgic person?
Like, when I'm scrolling on TikTok, I always stop on those videos that, like, talk about it, and I'm like I
Me
get
too.
excited. I'm like, "I wonder what they're gonna talk about."
Me too. I've been did I send you one? I think I did. I sent you a TikTok the other day. It's the retro Super Nintendo where they were gaming and I
Yeah,
think I sent it to you. And they were
yeah.
so I'm hooked on this man now. I hit follow the other day and now he's all over my FYP and he's like and it's you can't see the person. It's just the setup of like Donkey Kong Country and Mario and all the
Oh, he's
things. And
playing
I
it?
will yeah, and I will just sit there and watch for like
I
10
did
minutes.
I did the same thing. There was a guy that played the N64 Mario, and
Yeah.
he was, like, trying to make get the highest time to beat the game.
Mhm.
I love
I
seeing
love it.
stuff like that.
I do too. I just so I am a nostalgic person. Like I hold on to so much and I think personally I hold on to nostalgia because I kind of yearn for something that once was. Because life, look, guys, I think everybody listening to this podcast can agree. When you hear growing up, don't rush things because life goes by too fast. You're like,
It really
back in the
does.
day, you're like, oh, whatever. Like, let me be 18 or 16. Let me be 18. Let me be 21.
Mhm.
No, let me be fucking 7 years old again.
I
Like,
won't be
life
that
goes by so
Oh, oh, you're trying to see that elf again, motherfucker.
Oh,
I know what you're
whatever.
doing. That's what you're
What
trying to do. I know where you're going with it. Love at first
whatever.
sight.
The elf.
The
Please.
fucking elf.
Please. No, like, I really do. I think life was just so simple then. We had no bills and no stress. We didn't have anything going on. We didn't have to be present for anything. We didn't have to be on TikTok live. We weren't glued to our phones because guess what? Cell phones didn't exist except the bag phones in a car. You remember that?
And remember the beepers that came out with
Oh,
them?
I had a pager. I had a pager. My
Did
dad
you?
bought me one. Mhm.
I wanted one so bad. I thought it
Yep,
was
I
so
got
cool.
one. I hooked it to my Jinko jeans. I
I had
did.
Jinko jeans.
Those bitches. Like,
They
I would love to try
were
some on
so
right now.
baggy.
They were
We should
so
do that.
baggy. There was one time that I went to the fair with my buddy Tony, and we wore Jinko jeans. I spray painted my hair like green and he did blue. Who were we? Who were we? And then I remember throwing on some CK1 cologne and I
I used to wear
mean,
polo
going to
blue.
town. I never wore polo blue. I wore Tommy Hilfiger
I
and
had Tommy Hilfiger.
CK1.
Jinkos. We should dress up in those one day.
I mean, I'm here for a full like
We
revivalist
can
of the
we can do
90s.
it.
I don't know, like, it was just a time, like, talking about this, guys, and I'm like, I'm smiling ear to ear right now because it was such a good time, and I just think the day and age that we live in now, I think these new generations will never understand
They won't.
nostalgia.
Mm.
Like, I don't know, we were in that special time frame, especially Kyle and I are in our age, where we were pre-internet and then
Well,
post-internet. So,
yeah,
I know
yeah.
internet
Like we were
existed, like,
it was
but
the
it was not big.
intranet.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, intranet, and that's back when the computers like the green and black starting out with the floppy disk.
Oh my god. I remember having a family computer. We did not have internet. I think it just had, like, an encyclopedia on it, and Encarta or whatever, and you
Yes.
had to put in the disk. Yes.
Did you have Oregon Trail?
Oh, girl, did I have Oregon Trail, baby. Let me tell you, I
Oh,
could get those oxen across the water real easy.
motherfucker, I died every time. I died every time. My
The
goddamn
Oregon
snake bite or
Trail
something.
The Oregon Trail, I mean, look, that was a time, and I there was this dirty thing. So, my mom, like, when we first got a computer, and I'm gonna try to find this sound for you guys, it was Daffy Duck on a floppy disk having an orgasm. Do you know what I'm talking about, Kyle?
Alright, first we went from elves, now Daffy Duck's having an orgasm.
No, I swear.
This shit's getting wild.
I swear. You don't remember this?
No, I don't think
I mean
anybody does.
No, it was on a floppy disk, and I just remember somebody or it was Donald Duck, not Daffy, it was Donald. My apologies, but here it
Yeah,
is.
he's more ratchet.
God, it feels so good. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, it's real. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've
Who's
never heard that.
your dad? Who's your dad? Oh, my God. Oh, you play with my balls. Play with my balls. Oh, that feels so good. Yeah, just roll them around. This stuff. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so kids
Sheesh.
these days have porn. I had Donald Duck on a floppy disk having a O
God,
because my mom had it for whatever reason. I think it was a joke.
Jesus.
Anyways, that was a sign of the times, guys. Life was just different back then. We didn't have accessibility to porn. You had Playboys,
Oh, yeah,
nudie
that we, like
magazine.
yeah, or we
You
like, we would
had
tear the pages out and, like, keep the page or something.
yes, Victoria's my mom used to get Victoria's Secret, magazines or whatever.
Let me find out you're beating off the Victoria's Secret magazines.
I think I did once.
I'm
I think I
like,
did.
Sports
I think I
Illustrated?
did. Sports Illustrated, I was rarely, I couldn't buy that magazine too much. My mom wouldn't let me. I would have to get
I had a buddy that
J14
used to sell them at school.
Sports Illustrated.
Yes.
That is so funny. It's swimsuit edition. I
Hustler.
freaking love it. But look, before we get back into our teenage years with like, swimsuit models and daddies
Yeah.
and Daffy Duck or Donald Duck, my apologies, having a O, let's talk about growing up with our toys. What toys do you remember playing with the most?
I think the one I remember the most is the Stretch Armstrong.
Oh my god, I used to be obsessed. And then he
Did you
busted. And
own
like
you?
the no girl. And then I've stretched him out too far
I
and
bet you did. I
oh my
bet you fucking
oh
did.
my god.
I
Oh my
bet you
god.
fucking did.
I stre I pulled his
Yeah.
I pulled his arms and his legs too much, he busted, and it like this
All over his
ooze
face.
his ooze came out, but I do remember that. I loved Stretch Armstrong. I loved it.
I know at one point, I don't know why I did this. I guess I was wondering what the insides looked like, and I took a
I
pencil and I
bet
was
you
like
did.
I took a pencil and I was, like, stabbing it.
Oh, you're a sociopath.
I've heard it a time or 2
A time or 2, or 3 or 4.
or
No, but
twice.
Stretch Armstrong was so much fun. What else did you play with besides yourself?
Um, oof, I know. I have problems.
Oh my god.
Let's see, what do I remember? Hot Wheels?
Oh, I still do you still have yours?
I don't. You
Oh my
have so
god.
much stuff.
I have so much stuff. Thank God my mom saved it all. So, I have bags and bags of Hot Wheels. I was obsessed with cars. Obsessed.
And then did you have, like, that one favorite car?
Girl, yes. And me, and tell me if you were the same, if my cousin came over or whatever and they wanted to play cars, I'm like, "Hold on, let me go through the pile real quick."
Yep.
And then I find the one with the broken door, I'm like, you can have this one."
No, what I did was I picked my cars, and then I gave them I said I slid the rest over. I'm like, "Here's what you can pick from.
You can have this Bobo.
You can have the leftovers,
You can have the one
sloppy
that needs to go.
seconds."
Yeah, you can literally have the one that needs to go to the,
Yeah.
like, repairman ASAP. So, yeah, no, I was obsessed with Hot Wheels and
What else?
Power Rangers,
Power Rangers? I
like
love Power
action
Rangers.
figures. I was obsessed. When
I
I
mean,
was
the show.
preparing. Oh, yes, and
God.
we're gonna get into shows in a minute, so save
Yes.
that thought in your head,
Yeah.
but I was obsessed with the action figures, and I still have, Kyle. I have all this stuff. Um, McDonald's ran, like, their Happy Meals. At one
Oh, I
point,
used
they
to
ran,
love
like.
that.
Yes, they had the Power Rangers collection. I have every single one. I love it. I love it. Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies,
I collected.
Fergies or Furbies, Furbies,
Yeah, Furbies, not Fergie.
not Fergies. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Love Furby. That thing kinda creeped me out. Um, Tamagotchi.
That's the thing with the little animal on there, and you have to raise it from an egg?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, mine died all the time.
Mine did too, but I would bring it to school and I'll get in trouble because I would leave it in my backpack in the hallway and I needed to go feed it. So I would sneak out of class to go feed it. And I got in trouble so much. And I think, maybe that's kind of where my addiction started of like my OCD and anxiety is
You know,
Tamagotchi.
freaking out every time we got
No, go
Pokemon,
ahead.
Pokemon.
I never had a Pokemon phase.
That was
I
that was
didn't.
huge when I was growing up, like the cards and the Game Boy and the
Did you go to Books A Million and like trade with people? Because I remember people
no,
doing
but
that.
I had I just well, when I, went through my divorce stuff, I left or forgot this huge binder from when I was a kid, and it had
Yeah.
all these Pokemon cards. Like, there was
That's cool.
there's probably, like there's no telling how much money's in there.
Wait, you still have it or
I
did you give it
had
back?
it. No.
Where is it?
Shit, I couldn't tell you. She's got it.
Oh my god,
Look.
there's the people on TikTok that are going through Pokemon cards right now, and they tell you how much they're worth. Could you imagine?
Oh my
You
god,
need
there's
to
no
get
telling
that.
what I got.
Could you not
Oh,
reach
no.
out?
Oh, no.
Just say, "Hey, listen, baby." Say,
Oh,
"Hey,
no.
listen."
Water's under
I
the bridge.
say, "Hey, listen, I got a book full of money. I'm gonna need my Pokemon cards, little lady, and look, I'll throw you 5 Gs when I hit it
Shit.
big."
Shit.
That's what you should say.
I think of something else there was.
I have some Skip It. I remember Skip It. I
What was
play
the
with that all the time.
Pogs? Pogs.
Pogs. Oh my god, Pogs. I didn't even know how to play that, but I have
I
them.
didn't either. I just collected them because I thought they were cool.
So I think what you do, because it just popped up on my TikTok again. Now I have explanation on how to play Pogs 20 years later, 30 years later.
Mm.
Um, but you, like, throw them down, and if they flip,
Flip.
that's how you do it. I didn't know
Yeah,
that
that's
back
how you beat the other person or something.
so crazy. But let me tell you something. Out of all these games and nostalgia and everything, nothing takes the cake like Duck Hunter, Mario, and
Oh my
fucking
god,
Donkey
Duck
Kong
Hunter?
Country. Duck Hunter.
I watched a video the other day on TikTok. Do you know what the second player does on Duck Hunt if you plug in their controller?
Mm-mm. What?
You can control the ducks.
Stop.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Why are we just learning this now?
I saw it the other day and I was like, "What the fuck? We could have been doing this the whole time?"
That's crazy.
Do you remember the
But
Nintendo glove with all them buttons on it?
no, what's that?
There was, like, this huge glove that you could play games with. It had, like, all the I remember my brother had it, and it
In
had
the
all these fuck
90s?
Yes. Let me see if I can find it. You keep talking.
Yeah, show me a picture because I've never heard of a Nintendo glove with
Yeah.
games. Like, what did the glove replace the controller or something? I'm not
Yeah, I
sure how
think
to.
so.
That's so crazy. Well, I'll tell you this. I had a regular Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the N64. He's showing a picture. I do vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know what it
crazy.
was used for.
Your family must be rich because I didn't get the glove.
No, I was not. No.
I didn't get the glove.
No. My older
Wait,
brother had that.
Did he pass it down to you?
No, I don't know what happened with that. Maybe jerked off with it too much or something. I don't
Oh my god.
know.
I so listen to this. Speaking of Nintendo and everything, I got a phone call from my mom probably about 4 years ago, actually, 3, 4 years ago, and she said, "Hey, I'm cleaning out the attic. I came across the box. I'm getting ready to have a yard sale. I just wanted to check with you first. Like, I think I'm just gonna put this in the yard sale." Do you know what it was? It was the original Nintendo, my Super Nintendo, and my N64. All 3 of them with all the games. Said when she said that, I said, "Oh my god." I was like, "Do not sell that." I was
Do you
like,
still
one,
have GoldenEye?
yes, yes. She would have sold that probably for $10. I'm like,
Yes.
"Girl, hundreds, hundreds." But it's one of those things where I'll never let go of it because I just sat down and played not too long ago. I hooked it up, my Super Nintendo, and I went through some games and I played my Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
There was such a balance. I spent so many nights playing that, but I started playing Donkey Kong Country again a couple months ago, on the NES. And let me tell you, I now know where all of my anxiety started from.
Right there.
Fucking Nintendo. Nintendo started my anxiety, guys.
Oh my
It's
god, do you
crazy.
remember staying up late drinking, like, Surge? That we didn't have, like,
Surge.
Monsters and Red
There were
Bulls, so
no
we
en
drank
were
Surge.
yeah, there were no energy
Well,
drinks,
yeah,
I
we
don't think.
like, Surge just came out. I
I do
remember me and my
remember Surge.
friends, like, pounding Surges and then playing was it Star Fox?
Oh my god. They had Surge in school too, which is crazy to think about,
Yes.
that they let
Wasn't
these students have, like, pure sugar.
wasn't it, like, 100 milligrams of caffeine or something
Oh
like that?
my god.
Like, "The fuck are y'all doing?"
Do you remember a drink called Orbitz? I'm
I
gonna show you a
don't.
picture. So, it was I feel like it was briefly out. I'm gonna show you a picture. It had little balls in it. It was clear. It was like water. Look. You remember that?
No, I never seen that.
Oh my gosh. Guys, if you do not remember Orbitz, Google it right now. Orbitz 90 drink. There were so many, like, things back in the
Orbits.
'90s. Yeah, like the gum, but the drink.
Okay.
There were so many things back in the '90s that we just had and, like, I don't know. There were no regulations on dye and all that with food, but I'm glad there is now. I mean, that's probably why I'm tired at 38 years old because my body was pumped full of, like,
It's
weird dyes and hormones
it's called
growing up.
living.
Oh my god, we were living on the edge.
We
We
were.
were living on the edge.
I like me and you
I'm
still
getting so I'm getting so happy talking about all this right now. This just brings me back to a time where it was just fun. It was just fun.
just and how about, like, how the toys were actually dangerous? Like, a lot of the
They were
toys were.
yeah,
Like,
no, they really were.
I forgot there was one toy, it was, like, some radioactive thing, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I saw, like I remember it, but then I saw something on TikTok, and it was, like, actually radioactive.
My
It's like,
god, I
"What
mean,
the
I
fuck?"
believe it.
It's like, "What were you giving people back then?"
I believe it. Look, I but what do you think about kids now versus us? Do you think okay, from first I was like, kids are not having the same experience, not as good as childhood as us, but I also think it depends on the parents. Like, if the parents are like, "Go outside, stay off the electronics, go have fun, go play hide and
That's
seek," and all
hard to
that.
do. It's hard to do nowadays because
Yeah,
all the other kids are doing it, so then it's like you start feeling bad because you feel like you're treating your kid bad.
different, yeah.
Yeah, different, and then your kid starts resenting you, and you don't want them to resent you, and it's
They
just
want
like
phones at 9 years old. Who are they calling?
they're on TikTok and all that shit. I remember when I
Yeah,
was raising my stepdaughter that, she was watching all that stuff, and YouTube. YouTube was huge.
it's just
Um,
crazy.
yeah, but
I
it's
don't
like you
know,
just don't wanna
I feel like it's just different now. I feel like
it's a different world.
it's a different world. Look, they have toys and everything that they can play with similar to what we have, but they don't have like, it's sad to me, they don't have Toys R Us. They don't have toy stores. It's very few and far between. They gotta go to Target or Walmart, which, by the way, guys,
Ah,
does not hit the same.
that's
You
Toys R
gotta
Us, no.
Toys R Us. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Hello. I mean,
Yes. That was
I
like
am a Toys R Us kid.
that was like heaven walking in.
Heaven, K&B toys. I mean, all the things. And then
Oh my
I just
god, do you remember around November or
he's
Christmas
getting
time getting that
excited, y'all.
big
He loves us. He loves
you
us
know
too.
that big book that would come in the mail with all
Oh
the
my
toys
god,
and
yes.
stuff? And
I
then
would
your
circle
y
my mom would be like, "Circle
yes.
something."
That's what I would do. I would sit there and circle everything I wanted, and we would put our
Circle
initials
everything.
we would put our
Yes.
initials beside what we wanted.
Yes. Typically for me, I don't know what yours was, but mine was either like the J.C. Penney catalog or a Sears catalog.
Yes, yes, and they were, like, really thick.
Yes, they were really thick. I would go straight to the toy section and I would literally circle everything for the next 10 pages. So,
It was
oh
so
my
funny.
god. Look, we're getting so excited talking about this.
It made my
It was
night.
just fun. It was just a different time back then. And then if you fast forward a few years and then once we got out of like toys, that's when the internet was starting to pop off.
Yes, AOL.
AOL. I had AOL. I know some people had Yahoo or
Do you
whatever.
remember the disc?
Yes, like AOL
The
2.0,
the free
3.0.
disc, like, you could get a month free, and they always came in the mail.
Where did you get yours? Mine were always I would get
They were
mine at
just
Blockbuster.
they were just sent in the mail. Like, we just
Oh my god.
for some reason, I don't know if it was, like, what was happening, but we would get a month in the mail free, 3 months, 5
I love
months.
it. I wanna go back. I wanna go back. I want to go to Blockbuster on a Friday night. Wait, hold on. Let me back it up. My mom would pick me up from school on a Friday afternoon, sometimes with friends, sometimes without friends. We would go to Pizza Hut because Pizza Hut, my mom could get a pitcher of beer with whoever she's with.
I
And
like it.
so while she was getting a pitcher of beer, we were living our best life, just sitting there talking, going to play Mortal Kombat. Then after Pizza Hut, we would go to Blockbuster or Movie Gallery and get movies. But we recently talked about this. You didn't have a Blockbuster. You went to like some gas station,
No, well,
which
we
I
had Blockbuster in Millbrook, which was, like, 20 minutes from me, but in
yeah,
my town, in Slap Out, we had it was called what was it called? Slap Out Video?
slap out video.
Yep, and it
Shout
was
out.
like a oh, it's been gone, and
we
I
we
remember
hobby.
I remember the guy it was so crazy, the guy that owned it was like an old man, it was kinda creepy, but he had, like, one eye,
Oh my
but,
god.
like, I remember going in, like, you remember all the cassette tapes and the different video games, it was just
It
I
was
don't
just
know.
a time. I
Yeah.
I I spent so much time. No telling how much money my mom spent at Blockbuster growing up. But, that's when internet, like we were saying, popped off. We would get AOL and everything.
Yep.
And then I I remember spending a lot of time on the computer in chat rooms and messing with people.
Yes, yes.
Did
Me and my
you
friends stayed in chat rooms.
Yes, did you mess with people on there, trolled them?
Oh my god, I had a buddy. This is so wild. So my buddy acted we were like 12 or something. I don't know, we were really young, and he acted like he was a lesbian, and he was in a lesbian
Not a
chat room.
lesbian.
Yeah, no, well, this is how he played it, and he was, like, trading pictures with all these women.
Where did he get the pictures?
Like, I guess he got one from someone on there, and then he just started trading them around, acting like he's
Oh
these
my
different
god.
and then he had a full computer full of shit.
Oh my god. That's
I've
crazy.
seen some of the craziest shit.
Thank God I did not have a scanner back in the day. We never had a scanner, so I couldn't scan in photos, thank God.
Oh
But,
god.
I do vividly remember right after 9/11 happened, I remember there was all these chat rooms that popped up of 9/11 and, like, grief, and it was actual, like, adults in New York City. Well, me and my neighbors went into these 9/11 chat rooms and pretended like we were in the towers and, like, have full conversations with these adults in New York City. Why we did that, I cannot tell you. It was terrible. I don't know. I was also how old was I? 13? I don't know.
I was
Um,
in 7th or 8th grade.
you were in 8th grade.
Yeah.
But it was just crazy back then. The chat rooms ruled life, but then chat rooms happened. Then you know what came next? Napster
Oh my
happened.
god. Napster, then LimeWire,
That changed the game. That
but it
changed
took
the game, and
forever.
I just
Hold
think
up, do you
that
remember what you hold up, just step back just a second. How did you record music before LimeWire?
yeah, a cassette tape in the radio.
Yes, and we would record it as it plays.
Yes, cassette tape
Okay.
and a radio.
Yep, yep.
And then, like, if the tape, like, broke, you would have to, like, spin it with a
Brown,
pencil
yep, yep.
to get it back in. To get it back in, but I think Napster was the start of
It was.
internet in general was the start of getting to the iPhones eventually and everything else, and, unfortunately, we're here. we're here.
We are here,
But
and now we have a it's like
I do remember getting LimeWire, and that's when do you remember when all the lawsuits started where people were getting sued for downloading music illegally?
yes.
I thought they were gonna come after me, but I still continued to download music.
Me too. I think we all did.
But no, somebody brought this up on TikTok the other day. They were like, "Where are these people that got sued?"
The thing is, like, you did all this, like, downloading from them, like LimeWire, Napster. It's like, you really just gave your computer AIDS
Yeah, like, truly, it's crazy.
because your
It is
computer
crazy.
it just started going slow as fuck.
Oh my god, did you watch porn on your family computer?
Kenny, who am I?
You did. You
Of
dirty,
course I
dirty
did.
man. Where was your computer?
It's like in one of the
Was it
living
in one
rooms or something.
central location, or was it in your bedroom?
No, no.
Okay, one of the living rooms. Again, he had multiple living rooms, and he got a remote control Nintendo arm.
It was a
How rich are
living
you?
room. No, it was a living room and a dining room. I'll take you there one day.
Okay, okay. Well,
I think so.
I need to know, what was your AOL username? Can you
Oh,
remember?
yes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What
Trojan
was it?
man.
Trojan Man?
Like Troy, Trojans?
Oh, I thought you meant like the condom.
No, it was like I was being funny with it.
Okay, y'all, for anyone that's not from Alabama, there is a Troy University, and their mascot is a Trojan
Yes,
man.
but I, like, did it to be
Of
funny because
course,
the
your
yes.
username would be Trojan Man. Of
Yes.
course,
I mean, no,
of
it wouldn't
course.
be because I don't like those.
Oh my god. Of course. Mine was J and K 1415.
Explain.
Jennifer, Jennifer and Kenny. So Jennifer Love Hewitt, because she
Oh
was my
my
first crush. So I took her name, JNK 1415. So that was my AOL username, JNK
oh my
1415. Jennifer
gosh.
and Kenny. I stayed on AOL so much. Let me tell you.
I
It
think
was
we all
just,
did.
oh my
Do you
God.
remember,
But
like,
that,
when you would be on there and then somebody would pick up the telephone?
and then knock you off.
Yes.
Yes, I do remember that.
I would be
I'm
so it'd be like,
surprised as rich
"Bang,
as you were
bang,
that
bang."
I'm surprised as rich as you were, y'all didn't have multiple lines.
We had to.
2 you had 2 lines see? 2 lines, 2 living rooms, and a Nintendo arm. Like,
I got 2 phones, 1 for the plug and 1
so
for
we
those.
did not have 2 lines, but my dad did. At my dad's house, my parents are divorced. At my dad's house, he did have 2 lines because one was a business line. So
That was
they could get you.
actually the 2nd line was actually for me
That's funny. How many
because,
calls were
like,
you getting?
"Don't worry about that. I was player."
How many calls were you getting?
Nah, like, because, back in the day, when you were dating somebody, you stay on the phone forever.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You stayed on the phone forever and everything and talk all night, but
Wasting all that fucking time.
do you know what's another thing that we had growing up? So my dad had an answering service back in the day. Do you know what that is?
No.
So he had a company because my dad's an entrepreneur and he had his own business and he wanted to make sure this was all pre cell phones, y'all. He did have a car phone, but it wasn't like it is today. But he hired a company, an answering service company. If he was away, it was a physical person, and they were like, "Hey, you've reached, his company, and how can we help you?" And so I became friends with those ladies. I remember because I was so young, so I would always call my dad and they would know it was me. But anyways, that's just a moment in time too where it was an answering service company
Did
and it was
you
real life people.
did you and your friends ever call those 1-800 sex numbers?
Oh my god, yes. They were 1-900
Oh,
numbers.
1-900, my bad.
100.
And we would
Yeah.
call just to get the free minute or
Oh
whatever.
my god. And you could find
Oh my
them in the
god,
newspaper.
yes. We were
Um,
so bad back then.
oh
It's
my
funny
god.
how we all did the same shit.
I mean, the 90s classified ads in the newspapers were wild. Were wild. I mean, I just remember so look, I just pulled it up and these are just some that popped up on the internet. Like these were connections, y'all, that popped up that you would take an ad out in the newspaper, kind of like I guess Hinge, or whatever the case is now, like dating apps, except you would do it so publicly. And this one reads, Captain seeks mate. If you have smooth, beautiful skin that will darken under a tropical sun, if you are a special woman desiring to share the beauty, adventure, and fun of occasional short and long far and near cruises in the Caribbean. I'm not short. I'm not fat. I'm not over 45. I'm not insecure, and I'm not unattractive. Contact me. My name's
And there's
Dennis.
no pictures. There's no
There's
pictures,
no
right?
pictures. You
Hold
just
up.
had to.
Hold up. Was that Fred? Sorry.
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
Sorry.
I would like to take out an ad for
That's
Kyle
his
in the
name.
newspaper.
That's his
Can we
name.
bring it back? Let me take out an ad for you.
Oh
That
my
would be so
god.
funny.
You would need a
Oh my
whole
god.
front page.
This, like, for real, this nostalgia is hitting hard, especially as we get older. It's just crazy. I don't know. But I do have to go in to some rapid fire questions for you.
Okay, let's get it.
Tamagotchi or real pet?
Fuck his real pet.
A real pet, like a real dog, a real cat.
Oh,
Zeus,
Pokemon.
pretzel. That's not the question. The question
Real
was
pet.
Tamagotchi. You rather have a real pet over a Tamagotchi?
You would pick a Tamagotchi.
I want a Tamagotchi
Well, you have
just so I
you
can
probably
play
still
with it.
fucking got one. You probably carry it
I
around in
think
your
I
fucking
might.
pocket.
I need to
It's
look for
probably
it.
in
I
your
haven't.
pocket.
I don't. I need to go back and
This
look
bitch
for
is
it for real.
still got the same one he's raising
It's crazy. No, I would like
30
to have
years
it though.
later.
Mm. Cartoons or after school shows?
After school shows as in
Do you remember Double Dare and Legends of the Hidden Temple and Figure It Out?
no, like, after school, when I got home, I would watch it was cartoons, but it was like Dragon Ball Z and all that, like the Tsunami or
I never
whatever,
did that. That's crazy.
Gundams and all that stuff, manly shit.
I'm taking cartoons.
Hmm.
Which cartoons are different now too, guys. Pausing on this moment for a second. Kids aren't I don't think kids know what Porky Pig is and Tasmanian Devil
No,
and
nobody knows what a Saturday
Roadrunner.
morning cartoons are.
It's sad. Bring them back. Bring back the Looney Tunes. Hmm.
What was that?
Anyways,
The Tick on Saturday mornings? Do you
the
remember the
Tick.
Tick?
Oh my god, I do remember the Tick. Yes. I forgot about that. That's
Uh,
so funny. Hot Wheels or action figures?
Action figures.
Hot Wheels.
Hmm,
I love them. Favorite 90s snack?
hmm. What's yours?
A Lunchable.
I mean, they're still around.
Bagel Bites. Bagel Bites.
I'll still fuck a Lunchable up.
Yeah, Bagel
They've
Bites,
gotten
hot pot.
smaller.
I haven't had a Lunchable in I don't know how
That's like
long.
my go-to beach thing. I like to pack some and take
Really?
one.
You're a
Yeah,
90s kid. I love it.
yeah.
Alright, what was your first CD?
Oh my god. Cisco, the thong song.
Cisco.
Let me see that thong.
Oh my god.
Thong,
Mine
thong,
was
thong, thong.
Quad City DJs. Come on, ride that train.
Oh god, that's a good one.
I spent so much money on CDs. It was crazy. Alright, TRL or the radio?
Radio,
TRL. Man, I love TRL. Oh my gosh. I loved it. Sleepover or a party?
sleepover.
Sleepover. It was so fun.
We used to do, like, hide and go seek at night
Yes.
outside and shit.
Me
It was
too,
just so
and
much
then the
fun.
first to fall asleep, we would really mess with you.
Everybody, he still tries to do sleepovers.
I do. They're fun.
We tried to build a
VH
fucking tent last time,
whatever, bitch.
a fortress.
VHS or DVD?
I'm gonna go with streaming.
Oh my god, no. Give me a DVD
Uh,
because of the bonus features. I wanna see behind the scenes and how the movie was made and all the things.
I like it just to pop up on my screen. I'm lazy now.
I love a DVD. Cartoon crush.
Oh, interesting.
Was it Lola Bunny from Space Jam?
Ooh, you and these little animated characters, fucking elves,
Oh my god, that was a real
Lola the
thing. That
bunny.
was real. You're
Sheesh.
I
Um,
don't For me, I don't know if I had a cartoon crush, but I had a crush on something in a cartoon. Hey Arnold's bedroom, I always wanted it. I wanted his bedroom.
that was a good show.
So good.
There's so many good shows.
So good.
Do they still have that stuff?
No, that's what I'm saying. These kids are screwed.
Oh my god, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, yes. I
And them
forgot all
fucking
about
them
that.
evil ass chickens. I don't know why that
The
just popped in
evil
my head.
chickens,
Would
yes.
their eyes turn red? I was like, "God
Oh my
damn these
god.
chickens." Um,
That's fine. AIM or house phone?
oh gosh. I'm gonna go with house phone. I like talking.
Yeah. I used to stay on the phone so much, so house phone.
Bitch, I would
Um,
talk so much.
One toy that you wish you could bring back so the new generations could experience.
Pokemon and the Game Boy.
I just wish that they could experience for the first time, like I wouldn't say one toy in particular. I wish they would bring back Toys R Us. Toys R Us. Just bring back the store.
Yeah.
I think they're
I
trying
think
to,
I
but
think they would have to lower the prices though.
oh my god, so expensive. Yes, for sure. Um, Favorite MTV show?
I don't know. What I like the late night music videos back then.
Oh my god, The Real World.
I didn't watch it. That was boring to me.
Yeah, I love The Real World. Oh my god, reality TV. What's one thing that you think could today kids will not understand?
Just everything back then.
I think there's a plethora. Yes.
How much fun it was growing up back then compared to now because, like, today, everything's just on your phone or right there in front of you, and, like, back then, it was like, you had to, like, actually try to have fun.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, now it's just like they're scrolling on their phones trying to they're glued to them, really.
Right. No, I agree. I think one thing today that kids will never understand or the new generations will never understand. New generations will never understand a lot. A lot. They don't know what a phone book is. They don't know what the yellow pages are. They don't know
Oh
what
my god.
calling collect is. They don't know what Toys R Us is. They don't know what FYE music is. They don't know Blockbuster. They don't know AOL. They don't know anything.
They don't know what was that fucking show? Oh my god, it showed the commercials late at night. They don't know what Girls Gone Wild is.
Oh my gosh, Girls Gone Wild. They don't know the compilation
Whoa!
CDs of Ultimate Dance Party hits and Jock Jams.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we could go on and on. I feel like there needs to be a part 2 to this, because we are running out of time, guys. I think we could do a part 2 to this to discuss some in-depth movies and music from the '90s and quiz Kyle and myself on more mainstream stuff because we all love pop
Maybe
culture.
maybe we can, post some things and get some questions for them, like,
I would love that. I think we
and
need to
then
do a
we
part
could
2 to
jot that
this.
down, and we can make a part 2.
This has to have a part 2 because we have just skimmed the
It's
surface.
actually kinda turned me on.
I'm turned on right now. I'm very happy right now. But yeah, no, let's do a part 2, Kyle. Let's do a
Sounds
part
good to
2.
me.
But guys, this one felt personal, and if you're a millennial, you get it. So we're gonna carry on with the part 2 next week. We will get your questions answered. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to Same Couch.
Different playbooks
Please, we ask you, share out, subscribe.
and like.
Yes, like, follow, all the things, guys. We will be back for part 2 of our Millennium Tell All. So, thank you for sharing, subscribing, and liking, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Love y'all. Goodbye.